Israel. You did. Um, this is a new awakening. First of all, TGIF for those who got Gladys Friday, but I'm speaking as a hurt American. I ain't gonna put no color to it. I'm gonna just say hurt American. And I've been through too much in my life as an American, whether it be the inner city violence or whether it be just the woes of being black in America, or just a lot, just the whole nine. But now I can feel the oppression, the weight on my shoulders as an American, and it hurts because I ain't never thought that this country was a proxy. And I want to make this so easy that if you got a fifth grade education, you can understand. This is like a storefront that's being used. It's a grocery store, but it ain't nothing but dope in the store. You get what I'm saying? Or guns in the store, whatever. It's a shell company. This is not real. This is an illusion. And I never, so funny. Like, I think the first time I ever said something, like, okay, I'm just talk about my channel real quick and then tell you about the influence that I seen. But I thought it was because social media was ran by Jews. So I thought that was why your channel could be affected. So perfect example, right? I had a video do 1 million views before you did. Channel blew up. I wasn't aware of it because I ain't had access to my phone at the time. And I was just living my life. I ain't take YouTube serious. And then when I start saying, okay, what I'm gonna do for content, like, because I have so much raw content that I used to just like be filming and catching. I was always on the scene, like the young folks say, outside. And so I was always, and I'm like, yo, I'm wasting all this good material and it ain't going viral like the first video. Because when something go viral, you never expect it. It be the what you least expect. But my thing is, I was like, I gotta figure out a way where I could create content anytime. Not just know what I film from my actual camera, but what I can actually put together as an art, edits, etc. So I started doing that. So I did a DMX edit. That jump was hard as hell with the girl from Martin. And it was like from the song What These Bitches Want From a Nigga. And it was like chopped up. And it got like 20,000 views. So I'm like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. So, boom. I said, all right, I'm gonna go down this avenue of putting edits together and whatnot. So I started putting my edits together, and they start doing little numbers. Some do 10,000, 13,000, 17,000, 5,000, etc. So I said, let me. It was actually YouTube advice. YouTube Studios say try to widen your demographics. Start making different kind of videos, experimenting while your channel's still growing. It said it was basically saying when I get around 10,000 subscribers, stick to one subject. But in the meantime, try to find your demographic. So I did a story talking about Israel. You feel me? It was I can't even remember what in regards. It was Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle did a raw joke where he was basically talking about a slave was freed, and then when the slave got free, he went and got him some slaves because he done learned all this pain and affliction from his oppressors. He learned to afflict it on others and profit off it. So he said he wondered what kind of person would go through that much pain and then afflict it on the next person. And then he said he called the movie Space Jews. Oh my goodness. It was the funniest joke the way he set it up. So I put it on my channel thinking like, okay, man, not only did the video tank, the rest of the videos I was putting after that. So I was like, oh, y'all ain't fooling me. You choose, first of all, let me tell you something. It ain't no algorithm. You can cut that out, cut it out. It ain't no algorithm. It ain't no one person that can literally be looking at every YouTube video, but they can look at every channel. I can't look at every video, but I can look at every channel. I can suppress what channels blow. Trust me, you can see the stupidest video. I'm talking about literally, it could be somebody doing like this and they have that bitch got 3,000 likes. I ain't no voice behind it. 3,000 likes, and it's already in your feed. How in the hell that makes it in your feed? A nigga just doing this, or petting a dog. 3,000 damn likes. It's been versus a bitch been up put up some damn Hype Williams Universal Studio quality type video, and all of a sudden that bitch get 200. Like, come on, so it's no algorithm. They choose what make it to you and what don't make it to you. You feel me? So that's the first thing. And so I was like, all right, but my thing is, I went down this rabbit hole recently of Israel, cause this listen, the war in the middle. I remember the first expression I learned in elementary was peace in the Middle East. I don't remember how many people remember doing that back in school, but first grade, I remember we used to do this peace in the Middle East. I thought that was something dope. I didn't know what it meant or nothing. And we've been screaming this since we was kids. And then you start seeing all these professors locked up. I was just watching Candace Owen, and I said, you know what, let me make me a video because she talked about it. The professors getting locked up for this and that, and they made it like, oh, these is college kids getting locked up. But now they expanding it. Like, you can't even talk about Israel. And that's why I feel disrespected at, because this is my country, bro. Like, first of all, let me tell you something real quick. I'm gonna educate the simple people. I don't want to make it long. I'm gonna just stay on Israel, but I gotta make it to how they got so much influence. In years past, only people that can donate to politicians was humans, meaning that one individual at a time, not groups, not organizations, not companies, not countries, none of that. It was just one, your money put behind whoever you believe in. That's why I would suggest to the Americans, all anybody who calling themselves American, stop donating to campaigns. I'm gonna tell you why it's a waste. You cannot compete with another country's money. You just one person. You just one person. Only person that could probably on a individual basis compete with a whole country is Elon Musk. Outside of that, if you ain't Elon Musk and you ain't sitting on 500 billion, then you can forget about it. You did. Ain't no, you can't compete with no country. So this is the point. These folks done manipulated the minds of white and black Americans to the point that it is, I think, irreparable damage. We can't come back from it because we can't get that white thing out of our head. I listen, you know, once in my life before and then recently, I just want y'all two people before y'all leave. Don't like, I just want y'all to catch this because I don't want this to fall on deaf ears. I never seen a white guy get talked to like a little boy until I seen a Jewish guy get on what they call white Anglo-Saxon Protestant case. And he cussed the man out so bad. I'm gonna tell you the name. I got it in my videos if y'all go to my shorts. His name Dave Portnoy, owner of Barstool Sports. He asked the white guy, regular white guy. He says, "Hey man, this and that." He said, "You're an effing idiot." And the guy said, "Come on, bro, just don't call me no." Mind you, you got kids, he your husband. He said, "Don't call me no." He said, "Yeah, you a fucking idiot. I pay you." And I said, "Oh my God, I seen." Now you can leave after. I just wanted to let you know that I ain't never seen white men talk to like how they talked to us in the 50s, in the 40s. I'm talking about stepped on him. And I said, this man so disrespectful. And you seen how the white guy had to soak it up and take it and take it and take. I said, oh my God. Childish Gambino, what it is? Oh, what about Childish Gambino? You just mentioned the name, but he got like a skit or something talking about it. Because and shout out to Childish Gambino. He got some a raw video, but I ain't here to talk about one of his videos. I want to just keep this on Israel real quick. So my thing is, bro, I said to myself, I ain't gonna tell y'all all what was popping, but certain things start happening in my personal life once I spoke on Israel. It was one thing for it to be on YouTube and my videos to get restricted. But when I seen how these folks affect every aspect, I'm talking about, imagine a country, imagine first of all you wake up tomorrow and this bitch don't even got the name America. They just unveiled a banner and finally said, okay, we finna take the cloaks off y'all eyes. United States of Israel. Oh, you look like him, bro. Bet that up. And that's a compliment. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Childish Gambino is like, I would inspire, even though he's younger than me, I would inspire to be like him. Cause he's a virtuoso. Like, he's good at music, he's good at art, videos. Like, he did a production called Mr. Chocolate. He was it's like a Tyler Perry parody, and you gotta look at it. Mr. Chocolate is the funniest thing, and I said this man's so gifted and talented. You feel me? It got suppressed, but that's my whole thing. So I appreciate that and I've been doing that only because I ain't putting no razors on my face lately because I've been really in my spiritual element trying to figure out things because I ain't gonna lie. How would you feel, bro? I ain't gonna even stunt. This Israel thing feel like a woman cheating on you, bro. Like the love of your life. I love my country so much, my whole life. I think about all the people that done died, bro, that went overseas fighting in the name of America. I'm talking about like I ain't like look, just take the color out. Think about our favorite movies, Saving Private Ryan. You know what I'm saying? All these movies that made you cry and people don't got their legs blown off and stuff. We always say we love our military, say the vets. Oh, we showing Colin Kaepernick. We say, oh, he's kneeling, he's disrespecting our flag. We got people disrespecting our flag, our country, our constitution, and we not doing nothing about it. We're not doing nothing. We can't do nothing. They will get you assassinated. I don't give a damn. At this point, I don't even think our president can do nothing about it. Yeah, I said it. He can't do nothing about it. They done sent shots at him. I guarantee if you do the real cause of who is them two people trying to whack him on the way to the White House, they the one son of it was a warning shot. It was a stay in line shot. You see, we almost got you. We could get you. You feel me? I heard a slight critic. First of all, I just want to say I'm proud of the fact that he took the first baby step, but it was the most babyest of steps. But he said that I'm disappointed in Israel. He said we sat up a meeting, a ceasefire, and then 2 minutes later, y'all dropping bombs on these people. You making me look bad. Goddamn, cuz, like, I'm the man who attaches names to buildings. I gotta look good. I gotta spin this shit like I'm really getting this bitch in control. You making me look like I ain't got no control. I know I ain't got no control, but at least make me look like I'm in control. You know how, like, when I always go back to that scene, one of my favorite scenes, Baby Boy, when Yvette said to Jody, she like, yo, man, you hollering at these hoes at my job? I'm yelling at these bitches at my job. Like, come on, cuz, you can cheat anywhere you want to cheat. Don't be cheating with no bitches I know. You embarrassing me. How you gonna turn around and drop bombs right after I just said y'all just signed the peace treaty and you go drop everything you got? So at the same time, I said, okay, he took a little small, but I want him to do a double cross. I would love for Trump. I'm begging you, Trump. If you really love America, double cross this. First of all, I want to explain too, and shout out to 2K Judah. It say I'm assuming WSG mean what's going on. Oh, what's up, gang? Cooler, my brother. You just remind me of something. When you just I seen your name. People think when they hear the word Jew that you talking about Jewish. People don't know it's the tribe of Judah. You see that name, and I don't know if y'all can see the comments. Judah, Judah. You feel me? All around the country. You feel me? You did. That's my answer to that all around the country because I ain't got no limited space to where I live at. You feel me? I'm in every state. You did. Like, I'm in wherever I want to go. That's the thing about me. I ain't never been out of America. I'm not interested in even seeing the two states that's out of America, 49 and 50. I'm just in the 48, the lower 48. You feel me? So I ain't never been out the country, bro. I don't got no intentions or plans to be out the country. If I did, it'll probably be somewhere in Africa. Some of these unique places I done seen, like Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, and stuff like that. But outside of that, I ain't got no interest in seeing no other parts of the country. We need to get this country right. You feel me? And that's the whole point. I've been screaming that this thing ain't really American like we claim it is because everybody in a rush to get overseas, overseas, overseas. Don't you know if you taking money out the house and spending it overseas, you just took money out the house. Keep it reciprocated in the house. You feel me? So that's like if I'm lived in a certain state and then I just keep spending all my money in another state. That's saying F you to the state that I'm making my money in. Come on, bro. So, like, the Israel thing, though, I'm just standing on it, though. It's so frustrating, bro, because you can't talk about these. First of all, anytime you see anything with these Israeli people, you never see contrition. You feel me? Like, let me just say, when I say contrition, usually a person will feel bad. You can see they feeling bad. Even if they agitated and they're getting slightly defensive, you can see some kind of remorse. You never see no remorse. You just see pure evil anger, and then it goes to the moniker of what you be hearing: ashamed of nothing, offended by everything. They ain't ashamed of nothing. Oh, we drop bombs on kids, so what, bitch? But motherfucker, you say this and that. Oh man, you anti-Semitic. And I wanted to do a video. I'm gonna put a video together. I'm giving a teaser to where I'm gonna make. Even if I didn't do it, but I'm not the only one bold enough to do it. I would like to see somebody with more production do it. But I want to make a video where I started using that as an excuse for everything. So for instance, I was gonna go up to a female. I'm like, hey, little mama, what's your number? And she gonna cuss me out. Nigga, I don't wanna give you my number. I'm gonna say, hey, you anti-Semitic. And then she gonna turn around, it'll jump to the clip. She gonna be like, oh, here go my number, such and such, such and such. And then they will show one, well, you about to get a speeding ticket. Then the officer say, you know how fast you was going? Be like, you anti-Semitic. Never mind, sir. Have a good day. Like, that's what that I wanted to make it how ridiculous that you can just say that now and everything goes away. You ain't got to defend your actions. You don't got to do nothing. You don't got to take no accountability. All you got to do is tell a person they anti-Semitic, black or white. And the funny thing is, this is why they catch hell from black people, really, though, or what they have real complicated. They know we the tribe of Judah. See, the thing is, once again, I just was talking about Jews, and the word Jews come from Judah. It don't come from nothing else. That's why when I say fake Jews, they don't. You got to prove your bloodline. I can prove my bloodline. My bloodline date to Judah, the tribe of Judah. You can't prove your blood. They'll never try it, because in order to say you part of the tribe of Judah, you got to say you got black in your blood. Duh. And if you got black in your blood, why you so racist? So that's my point. A fake man. And it's the thing. I used to think that, okay, well, maybe our founders was Jewish. I was trying to figure out how they got so much power in America. And then I realized 40 years of sending politicians to the White House and all the other government sites. You don't have to have no damn, they don't have to be Jews. You just got to own everybody on both sides. Let's talk about some senators real quick, like Hakeem Jeffries. And he the Democrat minority speaker. Hakeem Jeffries took 832,000 from APAC. Israel Lobbyist Group. He's the Democrat minority leader. And it's so funny when you go to the APAC website, because all these things is public records, but Americans is stupid. They don't read books, right? So freaking, you go to these things and you see all your favorite politicians or all your hated politicians, whoever, on both sides of the aisle. And you say, how I'm supposed to win when you betting on both fighters? How, like, they betting on both fighters. Don't matter who win. They win. You better get in there and do what I say. That's my money that sent you to it. So it's like, that's what I'm telling you. We might as well start saving in that regard. Ain't no need of donating to no campaign, because if you donated to the campaign, guess what? You donated your little hard-earned $20 and they just put 20 million. Come on, cuz. Who you think at me as a politician? Thank you for your $20. I can send you that back in the mail. Not they gonna ever do that, but I can send you that back in the mail. I need you to know. You feel me? And that's the crazy part where it get me. And look, let me tell you too how funny style these people be in this room. A chick came in talking about Chiku High, where you live. These bitches be so fucking nose. Ain't like nothing I did. Just want to know where you at. Where you at right now? Where you? None of your fucking bitch. I'm at your house. I live at your house. I live at your mammy house. Bitch, I live at your grandmammy house. I be the nigga coming through at late night knocking on the door and shit. You did. But it's just so sad, dog, because that's what I'm saying. They got all these things where they can send time right now. I'm pretty sure they got my shit so suppressed. They used to shoot 30 people in the room. At least shoot 30 people at one time. You feel? I done been in rooms with people where they had, like, when I done went through people's lives, and see, they got 30 people in there, shoot 300 in at a time. You feel me? Now, obviously, you ain't guaranteed to keep that. But what I'm saying is, they suppress every damn thing, bro. All this shit is fake, bro. And now they controlling our culture, our everything. It's like one thing to run our politics, but now you finna tell me in a country that told me that I got freedom of speech, that I ain't got freedom of speech? You crazy as fuck. And the second part is, like, first of all, like I was saying on the Candace Owens thing, I'm gonna talk to hell high water, bitch. I'm a Floridian. At this point, I'm gonna start calling myself an American. You feel me? Because what does that mean anymore? You did, like, what benefits do I get by screaming I'm American? You know what I'm saying? What do I like? What the at some point that shit meant everything in the world, dog. Like, that meant like everything in the world. You did, but now all that shit mean is I'm a citizen of a country that is a proxy to a country that ain't even nowhere near here. To a country of 10 million people running 300 million. Can you imagine that? 10 million people, and it ain't even 10 million people, because it ain't like every Israeli getting in on the action. You got some poor Israelis, you feel me? But I'm talking about what about the top officials in Israel. Let's just say 200 people. 200 people running 300 million people. It's a shame, bro. It's a shame. And the worst part about it is, I heard them use I heard Stephen Colbert still. I feel he stole a joke from me, the late show guy, right? Because he's a Jew. All these late shows. First of all, all them late night talk shows is propaganda. I was just saying to myself, Charlemagne the God, he got such a personality. I be watching the Breakfast Club and shit. I seen he did try to do some late night show shit one time. It didn't really go so well because he wasn't on the right network. You feel me? Once again, it's a machine. So hey, you put CTG in a Stephen Colbert place, or you put him in a any one of these late night shows that actually come on right after the news at 11 o'clock, and his show will do well because he's gonna have it's gonna hit. This is my point. Seen Steve Colbert try to take a analogy. I said something similar, so maybe we were just thinking alike. But bottom line is, I was like, white guys been driving the bus. I call it the bus. They try to spin it on a Colbert show to a Uber joke. Talk about it's a Uber and the Uber driver and you can't control how. I'm gonna say what I said originally before they tried to make that lame ass spinoff joke that I had did. Cause even it ain't gotta be Stephen Colbert himself. It's his writers. They got thousands of writers. The bitches is not innovative. They follow little channels like this to try to steal shit and then bring it to the big shows. That's what everybody do. But that's the world we live in. Copy paste, copy paste. Nobody is innovative. But it's the point. I made an analogy talk about buses and that we not in charge of who ride in the bus. So we've been letting white Anglo-Saxon Protestants drive the bus, and we just been on for the ride as black folks. But now, all of a sudden, they done got the bus hijacked by these damn Israelis, and now all of a sudden, we looking all crazy like, what the fuck? We should have been driving the bus, bitch. We wouldn't let nobody on the bus that were gonna hijack us. So we done got our whole politics hijacked, and now a bitch trying to hijack our freedom of speech and everything that encompasses that, bro. I'm gonna type that every time it was about protesting. One thing I've always appreciated about my America that I didn't even realize that I appreciated about was when they had Black Lives Matters or Hands Up with Eric, not Eric Gardner, Mike Smith, and when all these protesters that arose around the country, and knowing I was a protesting dude all the time, whether it be civil or whether it be political, or even when I went and protested for the local sheriff because they was trying to get the sheriff fired, and I was a big fan of the sheriff because he was bringing a lot of change, and I ain't never seen a police union go against its own. That's how I knew he was good. He was a changing agent because when you got the police union going against the police, then clearly that police is doing something good because they got your back hell or high water, no matter who you murder. So when they was trying to get him up out of there, I went to the sheriff's office and I was protesting. I was the only person out there, and I had cops looking at me crazy, like, "What the hell you out here protesting for a cop for?" And I'm like, "Because that man is a change agent." If we gotta, and as you get older in life, and you start realizing, you know what I'm saying, you grow up, it's fuck the police, and it still be fuck the police, cause a lot of them be nasty. But I'm talking about just from a society standpoint, you can't have a society without law and order, bitch. Otherwise, don't get me wrong, I do respect a society where everybody's scrapped up and it's a lot more respect. Like when I went to Arizona, I seen so many people was so cool and nice, and it's probably because everybody was scrapped up and you know it could go down. But so I do think people respect type of stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, if without any kind of system to keep stuff from growing out of hand, we would live in a society controlled by gangs. Cause let me just make that point. So I'm talking about Israel, but I gotta make the point about this too. I'm getting off subject. But I want to make a quick point. It ain't off subject. It's related. If we didn't have, let's just say we eliminated police in America and gangs took over. All that means is people clicking up because individuals not strong enough. Meaning that when niggas, I heard a nigga song yesterday in the shorts. I don't want to diss a nigga incidentally. I'm just making a reference point. He was like, "I'm with my gang. We outside." Nigga, you feel bold because you say you with a bunch of other niggas outside? Like, imagine you get punched in your shit by a nigga, and then you show up at that nigga house with 20 other niggas. You soft. And if I'm gonna make a quick reference point, in my younger days, in my jit days, when I was about to fight a dude one time, he went and got his homeboy to fight me. His old lady cussed him out so bad. She say, "Fuck, nigga, you so soft, you gotta go get your homeboy to fight this nigga." That's what gangs is to me. It's a bunch of soft niggas scared as fuck, and they hard together. Like Tupac said, "You ain't shit without your homeboys." You feel me? So I feel like that. That's most of the time. Now, what are armies? Armies are gangs because they're a power in numbers, but it's organization. So is it? But the reality of it is, anytime people gotta click up, because they say strength in numbers. Depending on the cost, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. What's good, family? You know what I'm saying? And I'm tight, and I respect the analogy. I don't know if you're doing that to be sarcastic when you say what's good gang, because I'm talking about gang. But my thing is that I understand that's the young folk vernacular, but I'm gonna say family. You feel me? What's up, family? I'm cool, my brother. I'm just talking about and I know this the part where it's so hard. It's hard talking to hood niggas on some intellectual shit. Cause I'm a hood nigga, but if I go to talking to even with my homeboys, they'll lose attention. Cause they mind ain't on this shit. They mind be on hood shit. You feel me? But the reality is, imagine. Oh nah, it's all love, my brother. Straight like that, fam. What I was just talking about is, have you ever? Matter of fact, you just bring the subject. Y'all drop the content, bro. I'ma just keep popping my shit, but I ain't really hollering about nothing other than Israel. I'm talking about basically my channel got blockaded and suppressed because I said something about Israel. And all of a sudden, my numbers ain't doing numbers. The math ain't mathing. None of that. You did. So it's like I said to myself, I wanted to get on this thing and say, I'm definitely not gonna start talking about Israel, but I'm gonna get back to focus on me making a variety of videos and whatnot. But it's just sad that we ain't got this freedom of speech like we thought we had. We don't run the country. The white people don't run the country. And that's the part. I need them to have smoke with who really they got smoke for. Don't have smoke for my black ass. Have smoke for that goddamn bitch with the beard hanging down to his chest calling you a cracker. You feel me? Because if you think a Jew won't call a white man a cracker, you out your mind. He'll call him a cracker fast as hell and everything under the sun. And that cracker gonna bow his head. Because who can you run to? With a black person, you got options. If a black person call you a cracker and you feeling some kind of way, you can get up enough support. You know what I'm saying? Fuck his life up or try to fuck his life up. But when a Jew call you a cracker, you gotta wear that. He can fuck your life up. So when I seen it like that, I said, bro, we gotta make a change in this country, bro. This shit is fucked up, bro. Like we don't run shit. And then the bad thing is, you look at they trying to cut Medicaid, and that's why I gotta speak on. They cutting all the little programs for the poorest of the poor, cause that's what the thing is too. And I'm gonna talk about the lottery too. I gotta talk about the lottery. Niggas are idiots who play the lottery. The lottery is rigged, bro. The lottery is free taxes. That's it. Niggas, if they showed a demographic that's show you the chances of winning the lottery. They said go in your bathtub, fill your bathtub up full of rice, full. I'm talking about to the top. Your bathtub full of rice. Now take 66 more bathtubs and fill them up full of rice. And take one little grain of gold rice and dip your hand in that shit. And if you pull out that one little grain, that's your chance of winning. If you knew you had to do that, you wouldn't even play the lotto. So, and they get it off the poorest. They did a study that show who buys the lotto. The poorest people. Like if you go in any hood corner store, no matter what state you in, that's one thing I learned, no matter what state you in, niggas in that bitch spending their whole damn check. Let me get this, let me get that, let me get, and they ain't never gonna hit. They had a guy who did a study. He spent $1 million on lotto at one time, and he won $700,000. He lost 300 grand. So he bought 1 million tickets. He supposed to doubled his money, right? That nigga lost 300 bands. So, gambling is stupid as shit anyway. But that's another subject though. The bottom line is, dog, we giving our money away to another country, and we finding new ways to squeeze niggas. And that's the part that got me pissed. Cause it's like, bro, if you gonna have all these bitches controlling our politics, dog, don't rape our pockets. Don't tell us we ain't got no money for no education. Like, right, don't tell me that they cutting free school lunch. I'm a hood nigga. We depended on it. Matter of fact, shout out RP Young Scooter, you feel me? Young Scooter said, bro, he couldn't wait to go to school in his song, you feel me? Made it through the struggle. Y'all check that out. Mace murdered that verse, by the way. But made it through the struggle. He say, man, I couldn't wait. That was the only lunch, bro. And not to say that, cause my mom, she'll cuss, but she did her thing. Like I'm gonna give my mama her props real quick. This almost make me get sentimental. I told my neighbor this. Ooh, let me. So okay, my mama sit at the table, make sure we eat our food right with the belt, and when it was good, we would want seconds. But the problem is what we didn't know on sometimes, not all the time, but we were so low on food. Damn, this shit make a nigga wanna cry. We were so low on food that she'll be like, y'all want seconds, but if we ask for seconds, that'll be her food. Cause I never knew that. If I was smart enough, I would have just paused on eating or being so greedy. But freaking my mama, she'll have just enough for us, and then she'll have enough for her. But she'll wait to see if we eat. And then if we eat, then she'll just give her shit to us. and that's like the ultimate sacrifice and shit. And so, you know, you think about living that kind of life and growing up, and then motherfuckers just want to take from the poorest of the poorest. And it made me want to grind hard toward, she ain't never got to do that no more. We can eat forever, forever, forever. You hungry, this, you that, whatever. Matter of fact, I'm finna go get her a fish and grits breakfast this morning. You feel me? So at the end of the day, bro, it's like, dog, it's just, it's to me, don't take from the poor and give to the rich. You feel me? That's some opposite Robin Hood shit. You feel me? You take it from the poor and give it to the rich. And not even give it to back to America. You give it to a fund. You raping us, bro. And like, so we need to get AIPAC, APAC. I challenge all y'all to look at APAC. I mean donations, and because these are all public records. You'll see your favorite politicians, Democrat, black, white, Republicans, black, white, they all taking their money. So we need to start asking our politicians, who did you take money from? That's the first thing. And then the second thing I was real ashamed to see the other night on Stephen Colbert Late Show when they had the guy Zoran Mandani, who just won on the primary in New York, and he was with this other guy. First thing Colbert did was say, how do you feel about the state of Israel? He made them make a pledge of allegiance. He put them on blast. What you mean how I feel about the state of Israel? I would rather a person say, man, America first, fuck every other country. I thought that's what it was. America first. See, they tricked me because a couple years ago I got into that America first shit. You feel me? I was like, oh, America first. America first. Nigga, that shit broke my pride up, nigga. America first. That's what I thought it was. We putting this shit back, and I thought it was a sense of nationalism. But the reality of it is, bro, we this shit is crazy. This is the craziest part. Imagine this, bro. Imagine a politics so confused, right? Watch this. I'm gonna show you some funny shit, right? Imagine having a corrupt a political system for $20 million. It only costs you $20 million, but that $20 million puts you in control of trillions of dollars. So it's a $20 million investment in some low lifes. And then once you get in control, you can divert what money go what. That's how this game go, bro. Ain't none of y'all like right now. When I get my free time later, I'm finna watch the Breakfast Club. That's the only really thing I be finding appetizing to watch. That I fucks with academic shit, but he been off ever since he been going through his little own shit, his own trials and tribulations. He do some fuck nigga shit, but he entertaining as fuck. I watch a couple more things probably, but I say all this to say, I'm cognizant that I don't expect my favorite shows to talk about it because they can't. They limited on what they can speak on. They got bosses. Had it been their own shit where they can speak freely, bitch, I'm pretty sure they'll be chopping it up on some what their own dialogue is about. But when you got people to adhere to, you gotta, play your role and get your money. You gotta do your job. I'm always understanding that I ain't no fool to be like, hey, jeopardize your money for the sake of whatever, because you've been on jeopardize your job. All of a sudden you without a job, and that's that you did. So I'm gonna wrap it up like this. I'm gonna close it out. I got like give myself like 4 more minutes. I'm gonna close it out by saying, as far as this black shit now. So I don't, niggas is the least of my worries. You feel me? Let's just say it's a nigga hates my guts right now, and I'm pretty sure it is. Fuck you. You're nothing. You're less than nothing because you don't have any real control. Like you're like, imagine the niggas that did not like Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King, like, I'm fighting a big battle. Who the fuck is you niggas? Like, nigga might say, man, Martin, you done hit my hoe. So, I'm trying to fight for our civil rights, nigga. But Martin, you keep hitting my chick. So, I'm fighting for civil rights, nigga. I got big enemies, nigga. Like Nicki Minaj said, the greatest thing on Seeing Green. There's a song called Seeing Green, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Drake. Nicki Minaj say, no one chick can be my art that offends me. It's corporate giants and machines that win against me. That's a fact. You think about how the hell does a Nicki Minaj fall off? And I don't like that term a lot, but we're just going to, for the sake of argument, Nicki Minaj was hot shit. You could, if anything shit the lady got, I don't even know how many damn subscribers she got. Crazy number of followers, subscribers, and all of a sudden her music don't pop. Every song she dropped, It's the machine. It's the machine. They choose who get elected, and then when they tired of you, they dispose of you, and then all of a sudden they call you a has-been when you still the same person you been. Which is right, you are a has-been because you the person you already have been, and you ain't nothing changed. Only thing changes is they don't find you favorable no more, so they suppress your shit. You did. So I just feel like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas is I don't know, bro. Like I just want to say to all black folks in the world, you niggas is not my enemies. Never could be. Even if you dislike me, you just a peon, a fuck nigga, extra kind of special kind of fuck nigga, because you will see that, oh, this nigga be fighting a good fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what shit I be on. I be on a good fight. I don't be on like me versus a nigga. A nigga is not my enemy. Me versus a white man is not my enemy at this point. It's a fucking me versus a foreign country controlling my country. That's what the fuck this is about. This ain't about no me versus no white Anglo-Saxon Protestant or me versus no black African American. This is me saying, as a American, what happened to freedom of speech? What happened to ability to call out some shit and address it? You feel me? Ain't that's the world we build? We the principle we set up in America where we could challenge this, challenge that. That's what democracy stands for. If that ain't democracy, I mean, if we no longer a democratic republic, call it, and let's start using that excuse for democracy around the world. Because bitch, it ain't no democracy. It ain't no free places. The only free country that I ever knew was America. I ain't never seen a copy of America. They had a copy of America. Don't you think Americans would have been left to the other America? So, bitch, there's only one democracy in the whole world, and that shit is under threat. That shit is under risk. So, all that. Stop telling me about democracies around the world when there's only supposed to be one. And really, the democracy that we had never was a perfect one, but it was something. But if you gonna tell me now in 2025, I can't talk about this guy, and these guys call themselves now, let me tell you, I don't know what a rabbi means. You feel me at this point? I never even looked up the definition of a rabbi, but I always assumed the rabbi was similar to a deacon or a minister, someone who worships the Lord, their spiritual father, and they try to teach words and speak words of edification. I thought that's what it was. But every time I see a rabbi, it ain't just Dave Portnoy. It's all the rabbis. They got these filthy potty mouths. They very disgusting, very nasty. And these crackers be so fucking. Well, let me tell you. Oh, let me speak on. Well, fuck it. I might as well bring up the biggest name because I was looking at one of the Rothschilds and he was talking about the creation of Israel. And I was like, God damn. He looked so rich. The bitch looked like he was disgusted with just any non-Jewish that's in his face. Like, I'm telling, let me just tell you, people so powerful. And they they done scrubbed these videos off the internet. This one they used to have real YouTube. YouTube used to be the realest platform ever. YouTube used to put it all up. You didn't need no college. If it was the old YouTube, I don't know videos. You know how they say when it's on the internet, it never goes away. It never goes away. But if they can unlock those old YouTube videos from around 2000, what years was them? Around 2010, 2011, if they can bring new YouTube videos back, oh, it would have put you on the most powerful. You would have been knew what it was. It said a long time ago, it said, we in America be looking at money as our value system. We look at who got the most money, but we never look at who got the most power. And people they construe the two. They think that money is power. But it's plenty niggas with money got jammed up. So money ain't power. So freaking the power, the man said, are these people who live in these little huts in the mountains of Israel, willing the world off their finger from a little old hut. He could call your favorite such and such and get this done. That's power. That fucking riding in the damn Rolls Royce, what's that? He could tell Rolls Royce, hey, cuz, stop making them shits. So at the end of the day, I said, man, okay, that's the world we live in. So I just want to let y'all know, bro, this it's I'm talking in circles at this point because it's just I don't know what to say, bro. I'm disappointed, dog. It make me want to cry from a sad point. Like I feel like I got cheated on, bro. Like and embarrassed, dog. Like my country done cheated on me, bro. Like I when I tell you my American pride was big, big, boy. And now it's like, damn, dog, nigga, what's and then the crazy part is, like I was gonna say though, when you speak to these Jewish folks, and I ain't saying all the Jews, but I'm just saying that ain't. Hey, let's put it like this though. I'm gonna say all the Jews. I'm gonna tell you why. Cause the good Jews or the so-called good Jews, they ain't speaking up. You feel me? They ain't calling out the bad Jews. So if you don't call out the bad Jew, don't tell me that you ain't one of them. You ain't calling out. You benefit from the shit. You feel me? If you benefit from another person doing another person effed up, just cause you ain't the person doing the effed up deed, don't mean you ain't collecting the benefits. You did. That's the first thing. Now, having said that, I've had Jewish lawyers. We've had great times. I love them to death. My particularly one of them. I love that lady to death with all my heart. You feel me? Love her to death. Undefined race, undefined religion, undefined ethnicity, undefined. I don't say that shit to appease nothing. That is directly from my heart. God knows my heart, and I love that lady beyond everything. But at the same time, I gotta call out her people. And these fucking masterful down Jews is just very annoying, bro. Because you controlling the American politics, and these politicians ain't gonna never have no fucking backbone. And now that I'm getting older, I think the worst part for me is when you start getting older, you start seeing youngins fucking up the game. It's one thing to watch the older people mess up the country, but when you see the youngins, you like, wait a minute, this shit ain't gonna never stop. They used to say, you know how you kill AIDS? You everybody wear a condom. All the people with AIDS die, and then the disease don't exist no more. I was like, that's genius. This is throwback. This is a throwback expression, like a throwback proverb. You let it die out. Same thing. Racism is supposed to die out, but the only way it's supposed to die is if it's not taught. Jewish rule, Jewish white supremacy, Jewish Zionist supremacy supposed to die out. But if they teach it to their kids and their kids learn to control our kids, the shit never dies out. And so that's the part where I just want like us to have like some awakening. Like I ain't gonna even stunt. I guess on my final thing I say is this: I'm begging Trump, Donald J. Trump. Let me just speak my last 3 minutes. I'm finna glaze my president real quick. Donald J. Trump, you a man of many hats, many talents. I know people say that what they say about you, but let me give you your flowers, brother. You strike me as uh just a cool guy. You feel me? Like too cool, other side of the pillow cool. And I'm gonna tell you how you know, like I used to tell a woman, I ain't gonna just call you fine. I can tell you how you fine. I can tell you whether your eyes squint. I can tell you whether your cheeks bone rise. I can tell you whether you got a little cranial thing. All the little different things I like about a woman, I can break down her physical features and characteristics to why I love her and like her. And I can break down my physical attraction. Same thing as far as qualities of a person. So I'm the qualities that I think are super cool about Trump is he always he involved his sons in all his affairs. You feel me? I think the most important thing to Trump more than the money is having his sons together. I could be wrong, but I would rather I honestly believe that if he had to choose, trust me, it'll make him lose his hair. But if he had to choose between his money and his sons, he'll choose his sons. You can't say that about everybody. That's the first thing, black or white. There's so many people that choose the money. He would choose his son. So him as a father is very impressive to me. His now that I've been doing more research and learning about different things, they say hey he's a spin doctor. He likes to be control of the narrative. Like I found out recently that Nancy Pelosi was the one who got us the stimulus. Now the stimulus is one of the primary reasons why I voted for Trump. I was like, man, we had money during Trump. Bitch, I had money. I didn't know that wasn't even his ideal, and he didn't even allegedly want us to get the stimulus. But once he couldn't stop it, he was like, all right, bitch, I'm not even finna put the treasurer name on this check. I'm gonna put my name, and the treasurer name is on all the checks. No, you niggas gonna remember me for this check. It was a hell of a political. One time I went to confront a politician about him giving away the neighborhood. He was getting the neighborhood gentrified at a crazy rate, selling off the neighborhood just so he can prosper. And that's the problem with a lot of parts of that's he's a microcosm of America. I was gonna say that's a black problem, but it's an American problem. We will sell our people short just so our family could be good. So in order to make 100 people rich, we will send 10 million people to the poorhouse just to make 100 people rich. You feel me? Which is insane. The ratio is awful. It ain't a good trade-off. But the bottom line is I went to confront this politician one time, and it was on stage, it was at a festival. And I grabbed the mic, and as soon as I went to speak it back, he had the mic cut, and he grabbed my hand, grabbed like me around my shoulder, looked at the cameras and took a picture. I was so me, I ain't want to. I was aware of the optics because I went to confront this politician on stage in front of everybody, and I was gonna really debate him and have him looking crazy. And freaking, turned it into a photo op that fast. And what do my black ass do when they start flashing the cameras? Because I understood that I didn't want to be the one in the freaking photo looking like this while he's looking like this. You feel me? But that's a politician for you. He spent that shit so fast. You ain't finna embarrass me, nigga. I'm gonna grab your ass, take a picture. Hey, that's being political. So I say that to say, bro, I will hold and I will ask our president, stand on your pride as Donald Trump. Don't stand on your pride as POTUS, American president. Stand on your pride to know that ain't nobody finna boss me around. I do what the fuck I want to. You know what I'm saying? They say that, he started with $300 million and then he lost it. And then he lied to banks and got them. This is all the stories that's around him. But his story is self-made. If that's the story or if that's the lie or if that's whatever, go with that. Show me you self-made. The way you show me you self-made, when I say show me, I'm speaking on behalf of the country, not me as an individual. Show us, man. We like the Steve O'Bannons. Let me. Oh, I'm glad I got to do this. Tucker Carlson. I got to talk about Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson, my brother, I apologize. Matter of fact, you know what? I can pop my shit a little bit. Now, I'm finna let the little white boy come at me real quick. We all just like all the white guys got a little nigga in them, and then we all got a little cracker in us. Gotta let Tucker Carlson, first of all, I want to say I'm proud of you, my brother, for speaking the truth. I want to say that anybody who know me, I've always had negative words to say about Tucker Carlson. But what I never said about Tucker Carlson that I never told nobody, I always thought that prepper shit was cool as fuck. Like, to me, Tucker Carlson was Carlton from Fresh Prince. I always inspired to be like Carlton. Polo, you know what I'm saying? Like, button ups, collars, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, I always wanted to, like that. To me, I always been impressed by that elegant life of speaking elegant, dressing nice, vibrant colors, boat shoes. You feel me? We call them boats. You feel me? Like we used to like Skechers. They used to have a brand called Structure. I don't know who remember the brand Structure, but you know what I'm saying. All these little different little fits, and so the preppiness of Tucker annoyed me because he just looked like he was so disgusted with black people, and that might have been true. But one thing that can galvanize people when they realize they got a common enemy, you feel me? And freaking a person who opposes them. That's what enemy is. An op. Op is short for opposer. Somebody who opposes you at every cause. You try to do this, they oppose it. You try to do something totally different, they oppose it. You try to go up, they oppose it. You go up, they go down. You go down, they go up. You go left, they go right. You go right, you go left. A complete antagonist. You feel me? So it's like to see Tucker Carlson, to see Steve O'Bannon. These people is out here crying, saying, yo, the base is not happy. We didn't lie to black people. We lied to white people. Anglo-Saxon Protestants, middle America who would die for this country. This January 6th motherfuckers who would ride for this country. We lied to them. And now we telling them they know better than a Jewish person who don't even live in America. And now all of a sudden we got these people coming out talking about locking these people up. That's crazy. That's the betrayal is so fucking real. So I'm begging my president, Donald J. Trump, I voted for you. I don't believe that vote should be hitting where you can't tell who a person voted for. I think all that shit should be public record. Just like a lot of other things should be public record. I'm gonna make my votes ain't gonna never be hitting because I ain't never ashamed to say who I voted for. I can even tell you my pattern. And I voted for Obama in '08 because I was a part of the actual Obama campaign locally. So I was a part of the campaign, so of course I voted for him in '08, which was the worst decision I ever made at the time. And then the worst decision I ever made was voting for Joe Biden. I don't know, because this Trump shit might be one of the, even though I still wouldn't put the shit as the worst decision because Joe Biden was such a horrible fucking president. It's like, yo, you put a piece of shit in, like, as a choice, what else I'm supposed to do? Even if I would have abstained my vote, he was gonna lose regardless because it was impossible to vote for. The man was talking incoherent sentences and shit. He wasn't making sense. So it was like he was practically stuttering. Come on, then. So they try to make you feel bad for voting for Trump, but y'all supposed to put a nigga that's stuttering that can't even think in there? He was gonna get control. He wasn't gonna be signing nothing. Everything that was gonna be written, he wasn't even gonna have no clue. So you can't make me feel bad about voting for Trump just off the fact that the person you could have put at this point a 10-year-old up there, and I would have been taking what they had to say in consideration. So that's what I'm saying. So it's gonna be hard. So I say Biden would be the worst choice that I ever did, worse than even Obama in '08. But I voted for Obama in '08. I voted Jill Stein 12. Jill Stein with the Green Party. That was 2012. I went back to, was that 2012 I voted Jill Stein? Yeah, 2012, 2016 voted Biden. Wait a minute, I'm missing a cycle. No, Obama got elected in '08, so 2012. So who I voted for in '08? Did I vote for Obama twice? Damn, I think I voted for Obama twice. That's why I say the second time was the worst time. Cause I should have known the first 4 years you ain't did shit for a nigga. Bitch, you just popping your shit, bro. Like that's why I like even Obama. You don't even hear him. He got the what you call it. Obama is the most. He walking on feathers. You can't even hear his footsteps. He don't even be making no noise no more because ain't nobody take him serious. Black folks don't take him serious. White people never care for him. And now that we know that Anglo-Saxons don't even run the country, bitch, it's like, nigga, what is you gonna say to make us feel better? You gonna give us, hey, I like to say America, if I could get another shot in the White House, I would love to have changed things. I would have done things differently. If I would have be, let's see, president, I would have got black people reparations and I would have just did a lot of different things and I would have not put so much charm and I would have spent less time on my charm and I would have spent more time doing correct things. Great, excellent speaker, and that's all we've been getting. We've been getting great actors and great speakers. I need a president of action. I need a president that's gonna throw this shit on the table. You know how a bitch playing a card game and they just say fuck it, they flip the whole goddamn table. You feel me, bitch? Everybody up that shit. Same thing. I need a president to throw this game on his head. Say, you know what? I'm double crossing. I'm kick. I'm kick. Let me tell you. First of all, my name is Game Castro. Let me tell you the greatest thing Fidel Castro ever did. So take you back to 40s, 50s Cuba, right? There's a president named Batista. Batista is planted there by America, right? And so he is, we was doing Cuba like we do Puerto Rico, which is crazy because Puerto Rico is supposed to be more madder than Americans because we just rape Puerto Rico for all their damn natural resources. And then we don't give them shit. We call them a shithole country. We treat Puerto Ricans the freaking worst. And then we give all their money along with American money to Israel. So if anybody got the right to be more madder than blacks, it's Puerto Ricans. But that's a story for another day. We was doing to Puerto Rico, we was doing to Cuba what we currently do to Puerto Rico, planting all our American CEOs in Cuba, setting up businesses, McDonald's, is rest of the chains and shit that we got, entrepreneurs and stuff. I mean, corporations and stuff. We set all that up. Fidel Castro, we was under so Fidel Castro was like, you know what? Fuck this shit, man. We need national symbolism. He was on some Trump shit. Make Cuba great again. You feel me? He came on some Trump shit. Only difference is he wasn't owned by no politicians. He fought his way to be who he was. He led his country in a revolt with gunplay. It wasn't no political play. It was all gunplay. And he got to the top. When he got to the top, first thing he did was tell all the American businesses, get you stay, the business stay. CEO, go. So yes, we're gonna take your businesses. We taking control of your businesses, and we're gonna run this shit. And they hated him. They tried to whack him, this and that. I thought it was so ingenious that he let them do all their little setting up. Yeah, go ahead and build that shit. Yeah, set up the structure. As soon as that bitch was done, okay, it's mine. You feel me? Get out. And that's what I would love my Trump to do. Trump, please, my brother, kick him out. Say, okay, yeah, I'm in the White House, I'm this and that, this and that. The only problem is, and this is the risky part, you don't know who's who. We got so many double agents in America, bro. It's so many double agents that don't have American interests, that is on the behalf of Israeli interests, that we don't even know what's what no more. And the crazy part is white people don't know what's what because they can look just like you. They white, they got blue eyes, blonde hair. They can look like a straight redneck. You'd be like, oh, he's a redneck from Arkansas, Mississippi, Georgia. This cracker is a whole Jew, speak a whole nother damn language you can't even speak or understand. And he motherfucking to sell your country out. So I say that to say, bro, we've been infiltrated, and it's tough. And you know what? I'm gonna literally make this the last time I speak on this shit because it's like at this point I'm already confirming what I knew, which is they not gonna let this shit get to the masses, bitch. This is me talking to them, and I want these crackers to know I'm aware of your actions. You feel me? I'm aware that of everything y'all got popping, and you know I'm aware, but I'm also really letting you know I'm not afraid because ain't none of you crackers bold enough to really step to me. Or like one thing about it, y'all got enough power to where you could send me a text message. You got my phone number, you got my address, my addresses, because y'all, one thing about these folks, they control your phone. Let me tell you another thing about why I be laughing about people and their secrets. If you've ever watched anything, whether it be whatever gay porn or whatever the hell you've done that was effed up in life, these crackers see that. So when you get on these platforms and be like, oh, F these, this and that, they be laughing like, look at this bitch. She was just, they got all that, bruh. They got all that. I'm talking about celebrities, politicians, whatever. All you weirdos watching child porn and this and that. Just cause they ain't lock you up on the shit, they got that in their back pocket, bitch. They got whatever you did and whatever they control it. If you ever let your camera record it and it was in your phone, whether you posted it or not, they got it. Whatever text you was about to write, they got it. And you erased the text, they got it. You feel me? So when you get an understanding that they got all this over all, they know who everybody is. It ain't no secrets. The cool part of them is the people we look at as celebrities, they know so much about the people that they probably be laughing like, look at this guy. They go, what's his name? He got a, like, all you hear about these celebrities come out, they say, oh, they had I think about Big Buddy who played in Terry Crews. He said he had a porn problem. They been knew he had a porn problem. They know everybody problem. They know if you got a drug. They know when you text your drug dude. They know you think, oh, okay, I'm finna cut my phone off and I'm finna go handle something very quick. Well, guess what? They already knew. You know what I'm saying? So I was just implore every America to I don't even like the word American no more, cause bro, I don't even know what this country is no more, bro. This shit feel like a big proxy, bro. Like we here to serve another country interest, dog. And then you talk about them bitches, all of a sudden, bitch, you getting suppressed. So I just wanted to say, I'm gonna keep popping my shit whenever I wanna pop my shit. You cracker can't make me shut up, bitch. Not ever. Ain't no nigga can make me shut up. Ain't no nigga can step to my face and tell me to shut up. So ain't no cracker can make me shut up from behind the scenes. And I'm gonna make this nigga shut up. I'm gonna suppress his channel. I'm gonna make sure his shit don't do no views, no numbers. I'm gonna this, that, and this. I'm gonna make sure whatever any issue that might have been the issue or thought it was an issue, I'm gonna try to realize this. Bitch, listen, cracker, please. Cracker, please. Bitch, I made it through the South, nigga. That part, you feel me? So it's like that's what it is, dog. We need to do better as a folk, as an American folk. I'm done with, like, I'm a real deal. My rest of this year, I'm gonna try to take the word cracker out of my vocabulary along with the word nigga, cause at this point, dog, I ain't never felt more closer to white people in my life because now I realize we all slaves to Israel. And bitch, now we super close. Now that's all I wanted was equality. Either we be all up at the same time or we be all down at the same time. Now I don't want us to be down, but if we is down, we need to be all down at the same time. And now that I realize we all proxies of Israel, is y'all my brothers, and I just hope we can make it. Love.